Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily go getism number 741 for October 13, 2016. Tonight I want to do a little something different. I want to give a little recap of the Urban Therapy with Sun show last night. Last night was the 12th of October, and we had a show, and it was a great show. And I thought it was a good idea to do a recap of it because there were so many great ideas that were put out there and so many different points of view that I figured it was worthy of note. Now, the name of the show last night was, we was talking about stuff. Psych, now I'm just playing with y'all. We were talking about male and female gender roles. Male and female gender roles. So we were talking about the differences today between the way that men and women see each other and the role that they're supposed to play in the relationships, marriages, and partnerships than they did before. You know, our notion of freedom in the United States has taken on a new meaning over the last maybe 30 years or so. I mean, we have feminism, general feminism, and black feminism, going strong. And we also have seen the rise of the LGBTQ 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z, Q, R, S, T, U, V, A, B, C, H. I mean, the truth of the matter is we've seen them rise into power in many different ways, and other groups that have sought out freedom, justice, and equality, and the pursuit of happiness in this country. But it has made a major impact on the way that men and women deal with each other. Now, the reason that men and women is my general my general focus is because, number one, I care about that. I was originated from that. I was raised in that, and I believe in it. And I also believe that in order for our future to be secure, we're going to have men and women working together. And in order for anybody to work together, the communication has to be good between the parties involved. So you can't have a situation where men don't understand women, even if they don't understand them generally. Like, you don't necessarily have to understand exactly how a person thinks, but you do have to understand a person's motivation. You have to understand what they want. That way you can satisfy them better. And if you're working in a team effort or a group effort or a partnership effort, then the communication between the two of you will help things to go smoother. It's really that simple. So when we look at the dynamic between male and female nowadays, man and woman nowadays, we have a lot of differences than what we may have seen 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago. Now, a lot of people have contempt for traditional male and female gender roles. Whereas, let's say 50, 60 years ago, if you were financially able to do so, a man was the sole provider of the household, and the woman, if they could afford it, would stay home all day, make sure that the kids were taken care of. She would cook, clean, do domestic things around the house, take care of domestic things outside of the home, make sure that bills were paid and things like that. A lot of times a man would provide his wife with an allowance, or if they had a joint checking account, an account where she could go into and spend money as she needed to. If she needed to go food shopping or clothes shopping or whatever it is, as long as they had enough money to be able to do so, she would be able to go into her account and everything was okay. So they understood their roles, she understood her role in the home, in and around the home, and the man, he understood his role outside of the home. And now his roles went more than, it went deeper than just him going to work and making money and putting money into the home, because that's just like throwing money at a problem. Sure, anybody can throw money at a problem, but unless you involve yourself, invest yourself, indulge yourself into an activity, then your contribution really is in control of somebody else, because we know how it goes with the money. So a man not only went to work, but he would make sure that he took care of any repairs that needed to be done around the home. You know, leaky faucets, a roof, cutting the grass, making sure that the vehicles were up and running, that they had that routine maintenance was performed on them, whether he did them himself or whether he got it done. But those were his jobs. Heavy lifting, taking out the trash, you know, the get your hands dirty types of jobs he was responsible for. And things worked out pretty well back then. Somewhere along the line, well, there were a series of events that have changed this, but if you look at a male and female relationship nowadays, you see some major differences than they may have been than the way they may have been before. So, I mean, just to keep it 100 with y'all, come on, man, we got brothers out here wearing skirts and dresses and bras and shit. You know what I mean? Painting on beards and getting fake eyelashes and all kinds of crazy stuff. So whereas we experienced a time where a woman can wear some male clothing and not be looked at as like butch or anything like that. Like, there was a time when most women did not wear pants. Certainly didn't wear jeans. That changed somewhere around the, I don't know, maybe the 50s, 60s, I don't know, something like that. But you saw more women start to wear pants and things like that. So they have performed a revolution amongst themselves, not just in dressing, but in the thought processes. Because nowadays we believe that with the whole equality piece, that we can all do the same things in the same ways. And I just don't buy that. I'm not really sure if that's the truth. And I'm not even sure if that's what we should pursue with each other. Why should we all have to do the same jobs? Why should we all be equipped to do the same jobs? Especially when we weren't all born with the same equipment. I mean, a man is born with a penis, a woman is born with a vagina. A man is saturated with testosterone, has a higher level of testosterone. Women have testosterone too, but not as high of a level. A woman has estrogen. Men don't really have estrogen. Actually, as you get older, the estrogen in men increases. And that's why as you get older in age, men become more feminine-like and women become more masculine. That's why they grow like hair on their chin or their chest and stuff like that, and have to shave, maybe, you know, get a mustache and start to lose their hair. It's something else. So, and that's just talking biologically and anatomically and physiologically. I guess what my goal in this video was basically to bring awareness to the changing roles in our homes, because it's not just out there in the street. And if you really expect for your home to run harmoniously, and if you want to have a harmonious relationship with your woman if you're a man, and with your man if you're a woman, you're going to have to decide between the two of you what your roles are. You're going to have to be comfortable with it. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody else in the world has to be comfortable with it. Because if you're okay with what you do in your house, then that is okay. But make sure that you're okay with it, because sometimes we go along to get along. And so we do things or not say things. Okay, we do things that we're uncomfortable with, and we withhold our opinions about things that we're not that we're uncomfortable with, and those things manifest themselves later. Like when a man and a woman break up, and then all of a sudden all of the dirty laundry starts to get aired. And the question that I always have when it comes to that is like, well, why didn't you say any of these things about a person when y'all were together? So it was like, just like Jay-Z said, it was all good just a week ago. But nah, it's not cool. So, you know, a man and a woman break up, and now you hearing that dude used to like to have a finger put in his ass when they would have sex. He likes to get finger popped. And when you find out that she really has a thing for women. So, you know, every now and then they would bring a woman into their bedroom, another woman into their bedroom, and they would have like a threesome. And it was okay with the man, because you know he's being pleased sexually by two women instead of one. But at the end of the day, what's going on is that his woman is bisexual. So he may not have said anything about that while they were in a relationship. As soon as everything goes bad, he's like, "I know, dyke bitch." Make sure that you're comfortable with the roles that you play in your relationship because it's important. Everybody in this world wants to be happy, and one of the easiest ways and the best ways to be happy is to make sure that your home life is straight like 6 o'clock. You know, straight like 6 o'clock. You don't want it to be like 7:30. Okay? 6 o'clock, 7:30. Actually, 7:30 means something else in the court system, but yeah, I say it actually means that you're insane, man. Insane. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, when it comes to the things that go on in your household, make sure that you're comfortable with the roles that you play. Whether you consider them to be male or female gender roles, you can call it whatever you want. But if you are in a heterosexual relationship, you do need to define exactly what a man is going to do in that relationship and what a woman is going to do in that relationship, and it needs to be understood. It's not about somebody telling somebody else what to do or how to feel or who to be. But if you're going to be with somebody, you deserve to be with somebody that you want to be with. As simple as that. And you deserve to have somebody be the way that you want them to be. At least a little bit. You don't want it to be totally off the grid. Make sure y'all listen to the Daily Go Get 'Emism show every single day at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in number 319-527-6199. Check out the Daily Go Get 'Emism show because it's the bomb. And that's all I have to say about that. Yo. I'll holler at y'all later. By the way, listen, man, you know, if y'all want to leave a message in the comments, do that. You know, we can always chop it up, bust it up. You know, exchange points of view. If y'all ever want to get in touch with me and you're not my friend on Facebook or something like that, if you are my friend on Facebook, you can just inbox me and I'll field any questions that you want to ask or whatever, and I'll help you out as much as I can. Or if you want to get in touch with me off of Facebook, you can always email me at sun752@aol.com. And as simple as that, man. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.